Gen X doesn't miss things. We're just confused why they were replaced with worse versions.
We grew up with the internet, survived the internet, and now we're being punished by it.
So today we're counting down 10 physical things and 10 nostalgic moments Gen X would bring back, because clearly someone needs adult supervision.
So grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's go back. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Gen X Unfiltered, the podcast.
What's up, everybody?
What's happening?
Steve, Eric, hello.
Hello, guys. Good to see you.
How's it going?
Good.
Everyone's staying warm. It's freezing outside up here in Canada.
And we just had a snowstorm, and it's snowing again. Boo-hoo. You think we'd be used to it growing up our whole entire lives in Ontario, Canada, but no, we are not.
We really should not complain at this point. Like, we've known winter for many years now.
Yeah.
But look, what do they say? A couple of things that are true about Canadians. We always apologize, and we complain about the weather.
Absolutely. And you give it 20 centimeters of snow, I'll complain about it.
And we do. It's like we just forget over those glorious summer months.
I know.
Yeah.
We get like spoiled with like nice summer weather, and then boom, here comes winter.
Well, because you go from polar opposites from like plus 30 to minus 30. It's just like a complete
brutal.
We see it all.
Brutal. But today we're here to talk about something fun, I think.
I think so.
I hope.
We're planning on it, yeah.
Everybody got their little
If we're not, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Everybody got their fancy little cheat sheets.
I do. I even brought my glasses because Kelly uses the small print again.
Well, I'm trying to save paper, you know? It's not the 80s anymore. We have to care about the environment.
No, exactly. It's not the 80s. That's why I had reading glasses.
And also, we're old, so we have bad memories, so we have to have cheat sheets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember all this list on my own.
No, this keeps us honest.
Eric can't remember if he put underwear on this morning, so.
Don't make me look.
Have you ever done that?
No, I don't think so.
I can tell you one time that I can remember. Sorry, we're going down a tangent now because it's funny. But one time I remember I went to work and I was sitting at work and I was like, whatever, it's fine. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, I don't have a bra on. Which, whatever. Some people don't wear bras, but I got to wear a bra. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no. It's like when you forget
realize,
to put deodorant on, you're super hyper focused. And I'm like,
I've done that before.
Oh my gosh. And then I realized I didn't have underwear on either. I went to work. I just put my clothes on and didn't have bra or underwear
What
on.
a mess.
Yeah, no kidding.
I could not live my life. I had to get in my car, go home, put it on, and go back to work. I couldn't live my life sitting there.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
Like, not a big deal. Like, nobody would have known.
No, I've never done that. I once wore slippers out of the house. I was like, wait. I think I went to the grocery store. Someone was like,
Yeah.
oh, these aren't shoes.
That's funny. But
I called my grade 3 teacher mom once.
Okay, well, that's for another episode, Eric. That's the visiting past traumas.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. All right, guys, let's get into this list. We have 10 physical things that Gen X misses and wants to bring back, and 10 nostalgic.
That's right. Things why did they ever go away?
The feeling that we miss. All right, let's start with let's get physical. I just wanted to sing that song. Okay, nobody joined in. All right, next.
Nope.
No, I'm not going to save you from that. I'm going to hang it to dry.
Number one is physical media like CDs, cassettes, VHSs. We owned our music and movies. There were no subscriptions, no disappearing content, just shelves, cases, and rewinding something because you missed it.
Absolutely. I will say, having to cart them around and store them was definitely not the most convenient thing, but there is nothing more annoying than trying to find something to watch on a streaming service nowadays.
Oh my God, right? It's like first world problems or too much.
It's just it's so hard to find stuff. I mean, unless you're watching a specific show, but if you're just like, hey, I want to watch...
Well, it's analysis paralysis.
Whatever, to find anything. But even if you want to watch a specific show,
yeah,
unless you know that it's on Netflix,
yeah,
and you're just kind of trying to figure out where something might be, it's so hard to find.
Okay,
or then you get ones that'll be like, we don't have it, but you can rent it or we'll sell it to you. It's like, no, I don't want to pay for this. I've already subscribed to everything.
And I think it's a whole different like relationship. If you buy something like physical, like you're going to like feel like, it sounds weird, but like closer to it in a way, right?
Well, let's just talk about, because Eric and Steve, you actually have had a few conversations about this recently over the past year. But Steve I think Eric as well, but Steve was like, he had a giant CD collection because, you're part of those subscriptions. You probably still owe them money, but whatever.
Maybe.
And just recently, a couple of years ago, you were kind of like, whatever, they're just cluttered.
They've been sitting around for years.
I don't have a CD player.
I don't have a CD player, but I was like, I'm going to get rid of them.
So
and now I regret it.
Well, you do. And so Eric got, actually, because your parents were having this big garage sale, so you took them to sell them. And
I
then
did.
Literally, it's like Damn, I wish I had had them.
It was pretty wild. The guy I sold them to, he was super happy. He's like, "Oh my god, this is all the music from my youth.
Yeah.
I'll take the whole box."
Yeah.
And it was like massive box. But I gotta say, like 100 CDs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had like
At
300,
least?
I think. Yeah.
Holy crap,
Oh,
300,
I had
yeah.
a ton, yeah.
Well, I gave him a bargain. The whole box was $20.
But you just want to get rid of them. That's
Yeah.
it. Didn't take. Just again, to have them around is not always that convenient, but then you just always have them because again, even
Yeah.
now you're hearing stories of like, shows get pulled off the air for whatever reason, whether it's rights or someone else owns
Yeah.
it or whatever. But like, you never know.
Oh, it's
Whereas
true.
if you own it, you can listen to it anytime you want. You can watch it whenever you want. There's no worries about any of that stuff.
Feel like at some point in time, or even now, it was like a sense of pride on like how many CDs you had collected or how many DVDs you had collected. Like,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just
And
like,
it was just a different thing too. Like now when a CD comes out, or I mean, they still come out in stores. I assume there's
Yeah, they
obviously,
do.
but now it just drops on Apple Music or Spotify,
Yeah.
and like
But now
it's
people.
there. It's not the same thing. I remember like you get the CD, read the booklets, and like listen to it.
But
and all
now
this
people
stuff.
are going back to buying the CDs.
Yeah, well, I think people miss that. It's a more of a connection to it, especially if it's a band you like or something. You'd read the liner notes, read the lyrics, or whatever
Yeah.
was in there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
or with
exactly.
DVDs, you had like the special features and all that stuff.
Yeah. I will say, like, I don't miss cassettes and VHS. Like, your list here says, like, physical media, like DVDs and CDs and stuff. That, fine. I could go back to that, but I don't miss cassettes at all.
Well, no, because
Why?
they would break and stuff like
They,
that.
they
That was-
break and, like, say, like, you put the cassette in and it's not on the song you want. You have to rewind it, try to find
Yeah,
the
but
song.
we're not
Yeah.
talking about functionality per se.
But that's all part of it,
That's
right?
all part of it.
True,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
No,
Yeah.
and that's right. Even records were easier that way than tapes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because at least you could sort of skip it, pick up the needle and drop it to like wherever
Ex-
you wanted to and stuff.
Exactly, because those were a revival of records a while ago, right?
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
saw kids were kind of getting back into like cassettes. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Like,
Cassettes were, they
Yeah.
were always a pain in the ass. I don't know how many times I had them get chewed up, or you had to get a pencil and rewind them because it got spooled out somehow,
Yeah,
or even
exactly.
VHSs. Tape machine would chew them up or something like that.
Yeah.
You eject it and it didn't rewind from the heads and it just like pulls out. And you're like, crap.
yeah, exactly. So that's my little rant about cassettes. Sorry, everyone.
Fair enough. All right, number 2. I don't know if I necessarily agree with this. I mean, I don't know. Payphones. You weren't available 24/7, and that was okay. Missed calls weren't personal. They were just life. I mean, I wouldn't say I miss payphones per se. Like,
No, I mean, but the thing is nowadays, because they're gone, that like you have no choice if you don't have a cell phone. Like, what do you
No.
do?
yeah. Well,
Like-
no, I did tell a story in one of the other podcasts that I did find one payphone. It's $5 to do a call.
Oh, then we were saying that.
That's
Yeah,
so
$5
insane.
is
$5
crazy.
now
Which
for a
tells you how
payphone
much they're.
call.
But I mean, in the spirit of the topic of this podcast, I would say I don't miss them and wish to bring them back. I don't really think of payphones as a
No, I didn't really use them
Nostalgic.
religiously by any means. Like,
No.
I remember, but it's weird though. Think back. I remember like in high school, there was a payphone in the front,
In the school, yeah.
the front entrance where if you had to call your folks or something like that, you
Yeah.
had to go make a phone call.
But yeah, I'm just saying like I don't miss
No,
them.
no. I mean, it's other than the fact that if you, now at the convenience of being able to call anyone anytime, anywhere. Like if you didn't have a cell phone, like what would you do? Beg someone to let you use their phone?
Yeah.
I guess so. Please let me
Go
make
into a
call.
store, ask to use their phone.
Yeah, I'd
you
be
know.
curious how hard that would be now if anyone actually like, I don't know, can I use your phone? They'd be like, who you calling? What do you do? Like, people,
Yeah.
I don't think I would be like,
I wouldn't give my phone. I'd be like, "What's the number I can call for
I'll
you?"
do it on speakerphone and hold it in front of you. You can just talk
yeah,
into
look,
it.
I don't trust nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't
it's
trust
just,
my own mother. She'd
well, now
steal
it
it.
seems like everywhere you go, someone's trying to scam you, steal from you or
Yeah.
something like that. So I would 100%, if someone's asking me to
No.
borrow their phone, I'd be like,
No. Yeah.
not buying it.
All right, let's go on to the next one because I feel like this is more interesting than payphones. I
It
don't
is.
know. So physical alarm clocks, no notifications, no scrolling. You just wake up and go.
Yeah, I was having a real, because here's what I do right now. I use my cell phone as my alarm clock right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And there's more and more people saying, like, don't have your cell phone by your bed.
They say not to even have it in your room. Some people say, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's all things about like the blue light that comes off them that keeps you up and wires
Yeah.
your brain to stay awake.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a million like different reasons, right? So because of that, I was thinking, should I go get an old school like just alarm clock in my room?
Yeah.
And other people I think are doing the same thing.
I just hated how bright those damn things were.
That was my only thing. I always hated how, I remember as a kid, I had one that you could switch us.
But still, it
even the
was-
lower one is still bright.
Yeah.
That's why I do like with iPhone. I mean, because I'm an iPhone user, that it has when you're charging and turn it sideways, it goes into that
Dim mode.
Apple like alarm clock mode.
Yeah.
and it's just a big face of numbers, and then it just dims to nothing,
Now,
which is nice. I use that all the time. I always turn my phone sideways now when I put it down at
I
night.
am going to say, though, like, even though at the time I hated it and wanted to beat it, like the printer in Office Space, I do kind of miss the
Yeah, I definitely there were sometimes when because I have like a sort of a one of those rising alarms, so it starts kind of quiet and whatever. But
and then you like smash snooze.
I used to have mine come on the radio, not like the old alarm.
Yeah, I did the radio too. Well, once I got like a better one, I did the radio.
Yeah, and a clock radio.
Yeah, the clock radios, but before when they were just the whatevers. But it's funny because like at my cottage, a lot of my cottage is still like in the 90s because that was sort of the last time my grandparents were like actively decorating it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we still do have we do have a couple like alarm clocks like that. We have that super, well, you guys know that super old school like radio. That's
it's like kind of a brown
one.
Oh, yeah.
Or and then the brown one.
The one, in your kitchen you have a tape player.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
There's
just
still
funny
a tape in there
because it's like a time machine when you go there.
Well, yeah, cottages and stuff like that.
I love it.
Usually not.
I don't want a cottage that's all aesthetic. No way. I want the like.
Well, that's sort of part of the
90s cottage vibe.
The nostalgia of it all is that stuff that there's like clock radios that have been up there for years and stuff like that. Yeah, because there's the one with the red
numbers,
the red numbers on it and stuff like that. Yeah, like everyone had one of those.
I used to fall asleep listening to the radio. Too.
When I was a kid, I always would listen because I had all those CDs and stuff like in high school. So I always would listen to something on my headphones and fall asleep too.
Same.
I was scandalous, and I'd listen to the Sunday Night Sex Show with Sue Johansson.
Sue Johansson,
yes.
What?
And you'd have it like really low, so your parents couldn't hear you listening to it.
You were bad.
Hey, look,
no,
good education.
She was on AM radio, wasn't she? I
it was like 640 or 680. But it was education.
No, she was great. Yeah, R.A.P. Sue Johansson.
She told it like it was, and that was it. And it was funny because, like, I mean, even at the time, she was probably in her 50s, but like, it's this 50-year-old, like, kind of like gruff, but
kind of
nice
dowdy
woman, and like she's talking about putting condoms on
she
things.
Would be pretty like
gruff.
She wasn't vulgar, but she was like
she would call it what it was.
Like, she would,
She didn't skirt around the issue and try and sugarcoat it.
No, and that was why she was so popular because she was very blunt and you know she was entertaining and engaging and stuff. But yeah, she would tell you like it was. She wasn't trying to like skirt around things or not address things.
She would call it a penis and a vagina.
Yeah. She would like not chastise a woman, but say, "Hey, woman, it's not called down there; it's called vagina." Like
no, exactly. Or like, guys, it's not your schlong or blah blah. You know, like it's penis.
So if you guys are listening up until this point, comment and let us know if you've heard of or if you listen to Sue Johansson, the Sunday Night Sex Show.
She's a Canadian icon.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one. Number 4, handwritten notes and letters. Passing notes in class, folding them perfectly, and keeping them forever. No screenshots needed. I do miss this. I'm not going to lie.
Notes in class,
I really miss this. I mean, I feel like it was probably more of like I know like a girl, I was going to say girl thing, but growing up, like I went through a phase where like, you know, you wrote notes to your friends and like, it's really actually like, oh my God, it makes my butt clench just thinking about it. But like I reconnected with a friend that I had in high school years after high school, and now we're friends again. And she was saying that she has a whole bunch of like notes, like she kept them all.
That's oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's so weird.
I don't want to know that.
I hope she pulls those out to read them.
And then,
it's hilarious. She kept them all
because but how amazing to look back on
like
that.
Machiavellian.
No, it's not. But the same thing.
The foresight to like this is blackmail material.
Whatever. The same thing is with my sister's friend. Like I knew her as well, and my sister's friend kept all that stuff too.
Really, that's crazy.
Yeah, huh? I think it'd be really. I mean, I'm cool.
Well, it's like I mean, I can only imagine if I went through and read like my old high school yearbook, all the notes in it, like
it's
you know, people would sign and stuff like that, all the stuff people would write. Like
I have a feeling a lot of the notes I would, if I read them, I wouldn't know what the hell I was.
Well, there probably lots of like inside jokes of that time.
But I miss that. Like how I don't know. Maybe people don't care, but like how cool would it be to go to your mailbox and get like a handwritten note?
Yeah, I guess it'd be nice. I don't know. I never got one.
Yeah, people wouldn't be able to read my handwriting. My chicken scratches are
that'd be the best part. A letter from Steve. What's it say?
What the hell?
Murphy, you are. What the hell's it say?
Yeah.
I do miss the excitement, especially like in class, like the excitement of like don't let anybody catch it. And you'd write notes anonymously to people, and like you know.
Whenever people get caught passing notes to you here, or someone like you get someone tap you on the shoulder, be like, pass it up.
Did your teacher ever like catch the note and like read it in front of the whole class?
No, that's mean. Teachers should not.
I remember seeing that on like different like TV shows. I remember
definitely on TV shows or something. But I mean,
let's be real.
In real life.
Teachers in the 80s probably would have. Nowadays, it's just mean.
Well, nowadays teachers probably get sued or something.
Yeah, but it's also mean because, like, you know, chances are somebody's writing.
Teachers used to use humiliation as a punishment back in the day.
Yeah, and it's like probably somebody talking about a crush they have. Like that would be so mean.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be horrible.
All right, let's go to the next one. Film cameras. You didn't know if the photo was good until days later, and somehow that made photos matter more. I miss film cameras.
I just miss them because at least you would do something with them. Like everyone takes all these photos. No, nothing goes anywhere.
That's true. Like,
Maybe you
like,
post it on Instagram or something, and then what? Like that's it.
yeah, I totally miss photo albums because people look through them once in a while and stuff. Like
Yeah.
there's photos like I took like years ago. I've never seen again.
Here's
exactly.
the well, you can print your digital copies.
You
but
can't,
anyway.
but who really does?
You don't
Like,
have to. that's
Well,
the
it's
thing.
the same thing with film
Because
though.
you have to print your film
but that's-
photos off.
The thing is,
Right.
the film you have to.
Now
'cause
you
you'll
have a
never see
physical
it.
copy.
Hold
Yeah.
on, but
You
I'm
have to keep
just
it.
saying like I was really bad because it used to be like $10.
It was pretty expensive, yeah.
And I up until very recently, I still had a drawer full of old film. And if it wasn't going to cost me like a mortgage payment to get them developed, I would have
Just do them one at a time.
just to see what
You
they. I don't
should
think I still
Build
have
yourself a
them.
black room.
Yeah,
I
there you go.
think-
Just, develop them yourself.
I think I got rid of them, but I do miss it because it was always like, damn it, my thumb was in the way, and you get
Well, that
so
was
mad.
always
Dark
the
room,
thing.
so it's a
Oh,
black
that
room,
or
dark
like
room.
there's like a decade where all my eyes were red in photos because of like the flash or something like that.
I know.
Remember that? You get like remember
The red eyes. I forgot about
Well,
that.
here's an example of why, like, I do miss the nostalgia and the like effect of film cameras. But like, we went to Walt Disney World when we were kids. Like, my parents saved to go on this trip. It was so exciting. My dad had this really cool like manual camera.
Whoa.
Like, it wasn't even automatic. It was like an old school manual.
Yeah. Wow.
Was it a rebel?
I don't know. No, it was like. No. Anyway, so we went and we came back and he got the film developed and it was all like yellow. Something had happened.
Oh, what a
So,
ding dong!
I
that's-
probably had the wrong. Yeah.
But that sucks.
What's ISO? Aperture.
No, but I'm
Camera's
saying,
hard.
White ballots.
but I'm saying that sucks because you can't.
No,
like,
I know,
you
but that's hilarious. But
I
yeah,
know.
no,
Yeah.
but that's the risk you run. Whereas
It is.
now you can take like I mean, Christ, you can take like cinematic videos and
Yeah.
all this stuff on your phone, but it never really goes anywhere.
Maybe your dad was just addicted at the photo store. He peed all over the negatives.
I mean, maybe. Let's go to the next one. Numbers, I don't know. Printed TV guides. You planned your week around television. You didn't scroll. You committed. I remember the TV guide.
Oh yeah, well, because the worst was trying to watch the one on TV.
That was
So
awful.
at least you
Oh,
had
I
like
never
you
TV
know,
watched
guide
that.
channel. Oh my
yeah, well,
God.
you never realized anything was on. So you had to like watch. You had to either watch that channel or
Yeah.
TV guide.
Steve, are you okay? You keep yawning.
I know.
It's
That
contagious.
I know,
pasta. It's
Eric's
that pasta we
yawning.
had.
I made pasta.
I know we had too much. I think we had too heavy of a dinner.
I still have it dinner.
Sorry, I blood, sweat, and tears made
No,
food.
it was good. It was really good. But
Yeah, thank you.
It's making me lazy.
But I used to love the TV guide.
Yeah, I did too.
I
Because
remember.
there's
Yeah.
like articles about like your favorite shows in there and stuff, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
crosswords,
The
all
thing
sorts
is,
of things.
honestly, my parents never bought one. We used to
Same.
get them. We would get free ones in the newspaper.
be
yeah,
like
somewhere,
remember
right?
it was
Newspaper.
like the larger print.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like it was like a
Every
weekly
day
one.
Yeah, we
it
got
would
the same
show.
one.
Well,
Yeah.
I had we didn't have the regular TV guide, but like I said, or I haven't, I think I've said, my grandpa had like the old school satellite where you had to like,
That's
so it would, you got to stop yawning.
just ignore it and
So
just be
no,
cool.
because you're
and,
gonna make me yawn. That's why. It was one of those ones that were like super, super thick, and I used to scroll through that thing, but it was always wrong a lot of times because a lot of it was like raw feeds that would change
Well, I was
all
gonna
the
say, I
time.
think if you're trying to tune in like a satellite, like that's a whole.
Oh, but
other,
there was
like,
a whole book. But anyway, I used to like write down what we're gonna watch. Like I said, my grandpa was very into like recording the movies, so he would
Yeah.
like have the whole movie.
I
set
bet he
up.
was.
the
Sorry.
naughty channels,
Oh,
the Spice
wow.
Network or whatever was back in the
Okay,
day.
I don't know. I should have
Let's push
put
the beds together, Grandma.
I should have put more drowsy medicine in that
I remember my grandfather.
pasta.
Sorry, it's
My
having the opposite
grandfather-
effect on me.
Yeah, but I remember my grandfather always cut every day. He would cut the TV guide out of the newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
At the Gazette in Montreal, like it would be in there. He would cut it out. It'd always be on this
Yeah.
TV
That
stand
was
right
like-
beside this where
Yep.
he sat and watched TV. He would have
My-
it there, and he'd look over and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
at like 8 o'clock, Jeopardy's on."
Even
or
though
whatever.
the same show
The-
was on every day.
Yeah.
the only person I knew actually had a real TV guide was my grandpa. He would buy like the TV guide every week, and then like same size, like small booklet was like Soap Opera Digest.
Yeah.
And like him and my grandma would just like that was the little reading they would do.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, but TV
we
guide.
walk in their
Remember,
apartment and the one would have the Soap Opera Digest, one of the TV guide just with their magnifying glasses.
that's funny. Yeah, no, but yeah, I just remember TV guide being for sale, like at the the checkout, and
Yeah.
but I don't ever remember having one at home.
No, we just had the
We just get
newspaper
whatever the
one.
free ones that came with was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we have boom boxes. Music was loud, shared, and occasionally unwanted, but it was a vibe.
Yeah, and now it's just weird because actually it was funny. Yesterday night I was at Costco
Yeah.
and I was loading up the groceries in the back of my car and I heard this and I'm like, "What is that?" And it was like 3 kids walking past me. They must have been like either late high school, I guess, like late
17,
teens, 18.
16, yeah.
And the one kid was using his cell phone. It was like a ghetto. He's blasting music in his pocket. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's just really, it's actually annoying.
It's just
no,
how-
I know,
yeah.
but now because everyone has them, so it's a little different. But I remember back in the day, it was like, I don't remember everyone. I remember having like more like in movies and stuff like that. You have one guy with a boombox, like on his shoulder.
No one in my town rolled up with a boombox on their shoulder.
No, I know.
But how did it? Oh, they were run on batteries.
Yeah, batteries.
Well,
Oh
that's
my
the
God,
thing,
it
too.
must have
Batteries that cost you a
taken
fortune.
Massive D-batteries.
Yeah.
I know. My sister had a. It was probably one of the first tape players we
Is it a little
got.
white one?
No, it was like a big. It was gray. It was like a little mini boombox.
You could
It was
hold
like
it.
you could hold it, but I remember it took about like 3 or 4 like C batteries or something like that. So it was like
Yeah.
she was never allowed to like
Use it.
yeah.
You're making me yawn now. Number whatever. I lost track. Video.
Number 8.
I just don't know if these numbers are actually correct because I kind of move things around. But anyway,
Yeah, that's good.
video rental stores. Friday night spent wandering the aisles, judging people's picks, and hoping the movie wasn't already gone. Yeah, I mean, we did like a whole podcast basically on
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, the whole movie
Yeah.
store experience.
It was a vibe, and I do
It
miss
was.
it. Like a night like tonight. It's Friday night.
yeah.
You know, like 100% on Friday nights. I would have been. I don't know how many times, whether with my friends or family, whatever. But
Yeah.
go into the movie store to rent something.
even
like,
more
yeah.
of a vibe when it was like what it is now, snowy, cold.
Well, no, and that's exactly it. And like because
Yeah.
you know, I can't remember like lots of time. You know, you run into
Yeah.
people from school there or whatever too, like your friends or other.
The
You know,
social aspect of it, and then like nothing beat the thrill of actually finding the new movie you wanted.
well,
too.
and that was the
Yeah.
thing too. Was like I remember, like for the long. I mean, it was later on, like when I was later in high school, that Blockbuster finally showed up, and that was kind of like when all of a sudden it was like, oh wow, they had like the 200 new versions of the same movie
They used
or
to do like
whatever.
a whole wall of like the new release.
Yeah, but I remember, especially, but even then, it was still sometimes dicey whether you would get somebody.
you couldn't
Before
get
then,
it.
it was always just a crapshoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They get there early enough. I remember people trying to reserve movies.
Yeah, I remember people
Yeah.
trying to do that. It's like, oh, I mean, you could sometimes, and not really, but that was part of the fun though too, because I don't know how many times, I don't know how many movies I saw just because you kind of heard about them or something like that.
Yeah.
But you walk through the aisles and just
I also
see something like, oh, that's cool.
I also feel like, 80s, 90s, like obviously that specific era, but movies were just a way bigger deal. Movies just aren't a big deal anymore.
Well, because of streaming services, it's totally changed the whole thing. Like it was and movies were like a huge thing. Like when they came out in theaters.
Yeah,
and
there
the
was always
summer
new
blockbusters
releases.
and stuff.
And for the last like 20 years or more, maybe like a lot of times the TV series are better than the movies.
Yeah.
That are too.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
Like since The Sopranos, like it kind of kicked off a real TV revival.
oh yeah, totally, yeah. And like movies now, because they cost so much, it's everything's like the Avengers or some sort of spin-off, or like it's something from our childhood that they're trying to get us to go spend, really to go with a couple of people or with family. It was like $100 at least.
It's just unaffordable now too. Like it has to
Well,
be
that's
a
the thing, too.
really, really, really exciting movie for me to go spend money in the movie theater.
Yeah, but no, streaming services have completely killed the movie industry. And, the prices of it's just outrageous.
But back in the day, like, the movie theater was like, that's where you went with your friends.
Oh god, yeah. Always run into people there. So yeah, I remember like all the time. Whether going with friends or like I remember being like younger, like 12, and getting dropped off on like a Friday.
I thought he was going to say getting drunk. I was like, oh, okay.
No, I remember my parents
Wow.
like dropping us,
Yeah.
like me and my friends off at like especially like 12 years old. Like this is the
Well,
coolest
there
thing in
used
the
to be
world.
movie theaters in the malls and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff. so.
yeah.
All right, on to the next one. This one, I was like, when I was doing this list, I was like, damn, I can even smell them. Encyclopedias. Research.
I really don't know where you're going after
I was
that.
like, yeah.
Research required effort. You couldn't just Google. You had to look it up and trust the book. I love my dad, like when we were young, he did one of those like door to door, like here, buy encyclopedias. And he did.
You really?
But they were like the Britannica and they were like
Encyclopedia Britannica, that was like the the thing.
leather, like brown leather.
Leather-bound books.
But I'm telling you, no, you guys are
Brown
so
books,
annoying
Film
today.
cameras that come out yellow.
But I'm telling you though, like I use them all the time. I love, how great it was. My parents just didn't want to have to drive my ass
Well,
to the
no, but
library.
that's super handy because I know. I remember. I don't know how many times I went to the library to go find books to read,
and they-
like encyclopedias.
The pages were like paper thin. Oh, I
Were you like
loved
the
it.
precocious little kid who would drop like factoids on their parents?
I just
Mother, look what I found in the encyclopedias.
I just
The
used
human
to-
head weighs 8 pounds.
I just used to read them for fun. But it doesn't say much for me
Yeah.
now. I forgot all of everything, but I loved it. Like the
That's the way-
It used to be
paper.
full of facts.
I know I can't remember it though. I'm old. But the smell of it, the paper,
Yeah.
like thin
No, but even like
paper.
that's actually I miss. Like I remember going to the library, going to the library with friends in like high school
Just
to like study
studying.
or like work on a project and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
With like the paper. Now it's all like
Do you remember
computers.
like the index? So, like look through the encyclopedia index
Yeah.
and then find out which volume you had to go to.
Yeah,
To
oh
find
yeah,
out, yeah.
Or even had to go to like
Amazing.
the what was the card catalog? Remember,
Dewey
had to go
Decimal
through,
System.
Yeah, we had to go through the card catalog
Okay,
to
don't
find
ever
things.
do that with your finger.
Remember that?
Sorry. If you go, anyway, I do remember.
Yeah,
just
but was
the-
it
Well,
what was that
anyways.
for? That was
To
to
find
find
the
books,
book.
right?
To find the
Yeah,
books,
I'm trying to remember
yeah.
what,
to
how
find
you
where
did.
they were, yeah.
Okay, I was trying to remember like why the hell we had to go through there.
I don't know. It was like a whole unit in school we had to learn.
Yeah, the card catalog.
yeah,
yeah.
no, I remember that the whole the Dewey Decimal System and all
Now
that
it's
stuff. Yeah.
all just digital.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the library in years. I think I still have a library card to be honest, but I haven't been there in
I love the
I'd be
library.
curious if you walked into a library now and like asked for where the card catalog is, if they would just laugh you out of the place.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they have
The card
computers.
catalog.
Some still might have it just for like nostalgic sake because
maybe.
they're probably.
Yeah.
I love libraries though. I need to go to my own library.
Yeah,
more
I haven't
often.
been there in years, but yeah, I always like I remember like going like on a Sunday afternoon with friends that had to like study to work on a project or something like that. Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah, and you go get books on the.
Yeah, and you
subject
go
you're
like,
in.
you know, get like they used to have like comfy chairs sometimes, like big tables, and you kind of put some stuff around you.
What
and-
were those things back, or they probably still have them, but it was those books where did it have all the baseball cards in it or something?
Beckett's?
Yeah, I used to go to the library and look at that.
Oh, like
Oh.
the
Is
like
that
the,
what it was?
the price
The
guide
price
stuff.
guide?
I don't know, something with a whole bunch of baseball stuff in it. Maybe did they have like?
Well, Beckett was like if you want to find out how much a hockey card was worth or
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay, I'm not saying it's that, but I'm saying it was a book about I don't know. Anyway, I used to go look at
Yeah.
baseball stuff.
Okay, no, I don't.
Judgy McJudgerson.
Yeah, no. I was just because I used to buy Beckett Hockey Monthly all the time to find out how much my hockey cards
No,
were
these
worth.
were like really thick books. It was almost like how like the
Was
cards.
it player stats?
It could have been. I don't remember. But
Okay.
I used to go
Yeah,
look
no,
at
I
it.
don't know. I'm not sure, but
I was so.
yeah, no, I
cool.
definitely missed the libraries and stuff like that. But that wasn't even on our list.
Well, no.
Encyclopedias, yeah.
Number 10 of the physical. We're down to the last one. I mean, I know there's a million. This is sort of the 10 that we picked. Analog clocks. Knowing how to read time without your phone shouldn't be feel like a lost skill, but here we are.
Yeah, it's crazy when you hear people that the kids
Can't read
can't
it.
tell
Yeah.
time like that. It seems crazy.
I remember we did a whole unit in grade 1 or 2
Yeah.
about like learning how to read analog
Oh
clocks.
yeah, no, because
Yeah.
all the clocks in school were analog. I think
Yeah.
for some reason I feel like in high school maybe they had some
Ours
that were
were all-
digital. I think,
ours
but
were
I
all
think
analog.
99% of them were all.
You know why I
analog.
know they were analog? Because I remember.
You
Do
couldn't
you ever
read them?
No. Do you remember sitting there watching that little second hand go around,
Yes,
waiting for
that
the
was
bell ring?
worst,
Like,
yes.
I hated that. I know.
right above the door. So yeah, they were all analog.
Oh yeah, no, I 100% know. I knew like 99% of them were, but yeah, like they
It
were
is-
everywhere,
it
right over
is-
top of the door of
Oh
each
my
classroom.
god.
Yeah.
It was maddening too, trying to watch that hand and you're trying to like you want to leave class. You're like, that hand's not moving, I swear
Oh,
to
I know.
God.
It's like
I
it goes
know.
backwards. It's like, no, like oh, yeah.
I do think it's a skill like cursive that kids should have.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
But-
like because I don't know, it's just weird because I know obviously like, on smartwatch and stuff you can still choose to have the
Well,
analog face.
now like if you said to a
I
kid,
don't.
if you
no, neither do I.
if
It's
you
a pain in the ass to look at sometimes. Like, if you're trying
if
to
you
get a glance at
say
it.
to a kid like, oh, it's a quarter to, like lots of them don't know what that means.
No, I remember seeing some. It was not somewhat real, but like that's a reel on TikTok or something, and some guy arguing about that.
Yeah,
Why is it quarter when it's not 25 in
because
time?
it's a quarter to. It's 15 minutes to. Which
No,
is a
I
quarter.
know, but
anyway,
yeah. But I'm saying, but the guy was like, it doesn't make any sense because it should be
makes
25
perfect
minutes because
sense.
25 is
It's-
a quarter of 100. But it's like, yeah, but you're not talking out of 100 here.
Instead of
60.
60
Yeah,
ding dong.
yeah,
Kids these
Sorry.
days.
yeah. No, I know. It's like it makes perfect sense. But this kid's like, I don't.
Yeah, because it's not out of 100.
Yeah, no, I know. So
See?
I said ding dong twice this podcast. It's a pretty nasty slur.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. So that is our list of 10 physical things. And now we are on to the nostalgic things that we miss.
Yeah.
I feel like some of these are things that we probably haven't really thought of. And then once we read it, we're like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So number 1 is being unreachable. No constant access, no expectations. You called, you left a message, and you moved on with your day.
Yes, that's especially I think for anybody that has to have any sort of work
Yeah.
device.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Oh yeah.
I think for anyone to be able to disconnect is really good.
Yeah.
But especially if you have like, because I mean, mostly you're texting your family or friends, so hopefully you're not getting too overwhelmed with that stuff. But if it's like
Yeah.
a work phone or work related stuff, that's the worst.
Well, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it ties into something else with that. Like you said, like you're having a bad day and you just need to like not look at your phone, like
Yeah.
whatever, to ignore your friends and family, like it's fine. But
Yeah.
then there's that expectation and internal pressure to not ignore work stuff. And that's where it's like
yeah,
sucky.
yeah, you kind of feel
Because you have
obligated
every
to,
right to not answer after work hours.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But-
do, but
Yeah, even during your workday, there's so many ways for some people to find you. Like
Yeah.
they can call you, they can email you, they can instant message you on Teams or something.
Teams or Slack or whatever the hell
Yeah,
you
exactly.
use. It's just,
And
yeah.
they can
Too
always
much.
talk on the news about like, oh, productivity's down. And it's like, well, you know what? Maybe people would be more productive if they weren't being pinged all the time.
I just read this
Yeah.
article today and it literally said, I shouldn't say I read the whole article, but I read the first thing and then the
Yeah.
first part of it. And do you know what article I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, and it literally said there was some stat and I don't remember it exactly, but it was basically like if you work in an office, every 10 minutes, let's say it was some crazy low
Yeah.
number, you get interrupted.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it said, but it takes 20 minutes to refocus back to what you were doing because of the interruption.
See,
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I was like, wow, like that's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
No, I mean, you realize it. It's just crazy. I don't even know how to explain it, but you just realize how, I don't know if I say the futility of it all. Like, it just makes no sense, but no one's willing to fix it or try,
No.
the higher ups, the powers that be, there's no one willing to like try and fix anything, but they know that this shit doesn't work. Like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
these, being available all the time or having people just
No,
freewheeling, just call you, ping you,
I think,
drop this on your lap, that on your lap. Like there's no processes anywhere anymore. It's just all like a free
Yeah.
for
and
all.
I think unfortunately what it comes down to now, which is hard, but it comes to people setting personal boundaries.
And that's what you have
Yeah.
to. But then you're the asshole, or you're looked as
But
like
you have
the
to do- you
you're
have
looked
to-
as like the problem.
But
in
you
a
have-
lot of places, like
It's
you're not a
true.
team player because you didn't do this, or
and that's a culture problem.
It
you're
is.
saying it's
Yeah.
going to take
But
3 days to do it, but we want it tomorrow
you're
or whatever.
right.
You know what I mean?
You're
Like,
right. But I think then it's just like, because let's be real, whether you do it in 20 minutes or the 3 days you think it's going to take, it ain't making a difference in your paycheck.
Well,
Let's be
but
real.
that's the other thing
Right?
too. You know that getting it
Yeah.
done in 10 minutes just means
So-
next week they want it done in 5 minutes. It doesn't mean you're getting a big bonus and a fat
So
raise.
that's where you just have to, and it's
Yeah.
hard. You have to set your personal boundaries
yeah.
and you have to stick with it. Because it was funny. Steve was just saying before this, we're talking about work, and he was like, oh yeah, someone at 5:02 called me. And I was like, oh, did you answer? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why? It was 5:02. I wouldn't have.
No, I know I shouldn't have. It was
But
like, yeah, it was,
but it's hard because
yeah.
you're conditioned, right? Like,
Yeah.
well, my computer was still on, and it's like, yeah, but like
yeah,
2 minutes is 2 minutes. Like that's the boundary, right?
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's hard because again, especially our age, growing up in the workforce with a lot of like, boomer bosses who are very like,
Yeah.
strict. It's hard to push back, but like it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta set up those boundaries.
yeah, because otherwise it's what is it like? You give an inch, they're going to take a mile.
Well, no, and that's what I said. If someone wants something done in 10 minutes, but you say it's going to take 3 days, you end up doing it in 10 minutes, then they just know next time they want it in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
right? Like you've just set the standard now that,
Tough titties.
yeah, no, exactly.
All right, number 2 is boredom. Boredom led to creativity, daydreaming, and doing weird stuff outside. It wasn't a crisis. It was normal. I would say I miss boredom.
Oh, I think that's a big part of the problem with like, I think for everybody, but especially for like the young, like kids nowadays and stuff like that, and just having access to phones and stuff all the time. Like you're just constantly,
Yeah,
you're not entertained, you're distracted.
So I'll just use my nephew as an example because he's the one I can think of. My niece is the same way, but sometimes when we go to the cottage, he'll be like, Auntie, I'm so bored. And I'm like, boy, I could give you a list of 15 things
Yeah.
you could do right now.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
up
yeah.
at a cottage with a lake at your disposal.
Well, that's
in the wilderness, beautiful weather. You basically have no rules here because it's a cottage. Rules don't matter. Like if you don't,
Lord of the Flies up here.
no, but I'm like
martial law.
I will literally give you a list of 15 things in
Yeah.
5 seconds to do.
No, I get it because kids, and I get it too because they're used to. It's just the technology they have now. So they used to be able to go on YouTube whenever they want
Yeah.
or play Fortnite or whatever
Yeah.
video game they're playing.
And
but
I
it's
was-
like, well, sometimes no, you just gotta go sit outside and
no, and
kick some rocks around because God knows we did just shit like that, like
yeah,
Oh yeah.
throw sticks, throw rocks.
it's good for kids just to learn how to play without
Yeah.
having a device, right?
No, you
Yeah.
would go outside,
In
you
between them.
find a ball and just
Yeah.
kick it around,
Well,
throw it against the wall, whatever.
I'll use the cottage as an example again because again the technology isn't as easily readily available up there for the kids because they have to like get their parents to hotspot their phones, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But like, so when we were at the cottage this past summer, there was like 4 kids there at one time. So whatever. There's always a bunch of kids between cottages and stuff, and it was like, you know, you just look outside and they're all running around like playing tag,
Yeah.
and it's like,
You're like, shut up out there.
well, yeah, they're really loud and annoying, but it's like, okay, like this is what kids are
No,
supposed
that's what
to
kids
do.
are supposed to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
kids, you know, you see a kid sitting on the couch, like curled up, just staring at a screen, and like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's not a replacement for, and not even because you need to go outside, you need to run, you need to run into a tree, you need to smack your face
Yeah.
and get hurt and cry and
Yeah.
scrape your knees and
Yeah.
that shit too, because that all helps build character and
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
makes you a better person, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I do miss boredom. I think like now I get bored from looking at my phone.
Oh, and yeah, well, there are some days where I'm like, I would just kill for a good, like, lazy day of just doing nothing, like,
Yeah.
just literally just sit on the couch and just chill,
Yeah.
you know?
All right. Number 3 is slower communication. You didn't expect instant replies. Waiting didn't mean rejection or drama. I do have to say that yes, because now in this instant communication world, if I don't get
Yeah.
a response from somebody, I immediately think, are they mad at me? What did I do? Did I say something wrong?
I turn off my read receipts on my iMessage
Yeah.
just because of this, right? Like,
Yeah.
because I know if someone like sees that I've read their message and I don't reply right away because maybe I can't for whatever reason,
Yeah.
that they're going to be like, why isn't he responding? He's read my message.
Or vice
Yeah.
versa.
Or vice versa.
Because if you saw that they read yours and they didn't respond
Oh,
to
yeah,
you,
like,
it would
they read it.
spiral.
Why
Yeah.
haven't they responded?
What's
Well,
going
it's
on?
just
Are they
like-
mad at
it's
me?
'cause you just get annoyed too. It's like, what the hell? Like, you just saw it. Like, you can't write back yes, no, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's just,
Or just be like busy or something, right? Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
the instant gratification, and I get mad that I get
no, it's
spirally about that.
It's again, it's sort of the double-edged sword of all this technology. It's great that, and you know, you can reach most people in an instant,
Yeah.
which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's the expectation that, well, you should be available to be reached at any time, at any moment, anywhere, any time of day, no matter what you're doing, whether you're at home,
Now-
taking your shit, you're at work, you're doing whatever.
Now I know, like people in my circle, like whether family or friends. Now I kind of know that it sounds so weird. Their texting vibe. So I know I have one person that I know it could take 2 to 3 business days for her
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
back
Some
to
people
me.
are just good like that.
And I know some people are like I'm a fast replier.
No,
That's probably
yeah.
not a good thing, but I'm a fast replier. But then I know other people, like, you know, they'll probably read it but respond after work. So like
Yeah.
I kind of know everybody's sort of little. But then it's also bad because if somebody flows outside of that, like
You start to
then
think,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh my God, what's wrong? They normally always do this. Why haven't so it's all bad.
Yeah.
But it's just my own insecurity and like
No, yeah, because I get on it. Yeah, I don't know if there's many times where for me personally, I don't really care. Like if I
Yeah.
if I send a message and someone responds in 5 seconds or
Yeah.
2 days, it's unless I'm asking like there's something that's like like something my sister, I'll try and like ask her like a legitimate thing.
she's a bad texter.
No, I know. So most times like whatever, but then it's like, hey, I need to ask her something.
Yeah.
It's like, God Lord, like it took you 2 days to reply back that.
I mean, I guess at that point you could just call, right?
No, well, that's the thing too. Yeah, because I mean, I never call my cell phone.
No,
Same.
it's weird.
Other than my parents, that's it.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I just text.
All right, number 4, privacy. You could make mistakes without them living online forever.
Oh, I thank
Oh,
God that I
man.
didn't have social media growing
Yeah.
up.
100%.
I think it's scary for kids to have access to it because
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
you think of all the dumb shit you did as a kid that you thought was funny.
Yeah.
It stays online
You
forever.
would exactly now. You know you would have done it on front of a camera back then.
I was an adult when social media first kind of came out, right?
Yeah.
And I cringe when I see like Facebook like flashbacks
Oh,
for
God.
like statuses and messages I sent like way back
20
like you know
years
like,
ago?
16, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
And
why
even
they say that?
And even then, like you look like they're really not that like
No.
you know super because we were older, so we weren't
it's
doing
more
that.
just
Like,
embarrassing. It's probably just like saying something trendy at the time.
Well,
or
it's
you're
more
just like,
like
who cares?
Kelly's
about,
doing laundry. Remember when it
Yeah.
used to be like a status?
Yeah.
Oh my God, your status? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, doing laundry, eating
Yeah.
dinner, watching TV.
Yeah, no, I know, and
like-
yeah, I know. And then looking back now, you see the stuff you posted or a lot of things. A lot of it's just people just trying to like kind of flex.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of it's just trying not show off, but you're just trying to like
Well,
toot your own horn, brag a bit, whatever.
Well,
not necessarily like horrible
we
ways, but
used-
you know, you're
We used to post the pictures like you'd go to the bar with your digital camera, and then on Sunday you'd wake up and you'd post all the pictures of you doing shots, and it would be like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But like,
no,
who
yeah.
cares?
No, I know, but it just but I just thank God that and because there is no forgiveness now either,
This is why,
right? So that's the thing too. It's like kids do dumb things, put it online, but there's not much forgiveness, and you can really
screw yourself over.
Cause you have a lot of problems.
This is why I get really sad for today's kids, and it's hard, but you could do something not even terrible, but then in 10 years when you're going to go to apply for a corporate job and they search your social media and they find something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
Whoops,
it's
sorry, I was 15. It doesn't matter.
No, and privacy in general, and it's just it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I think even us doing podcasts or videos, I mean, there's lots of times after at least, for myself, I'm so careful that I don't want to say something that's going to be perceived as wrong or whatever. But then at the same time, it's well,
yeah.
I was at a point where I was trying to be too careful. And I'm like, well, no, I'm allowed to say things. I know people know I'm not a bad person. Everybody is,
No.
It's
just you're very aware of it now. Because as a kid, no one had cameras. No one was,
No, but I mean, the kids now, when you're 12, 13, 14 years old, your brain hasn't fully developed.
No,
you're
exactly.
just whatever.
So you just do dumb shit and you think it's funny and you put it online and
that shit will haunt you.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's, So I just thank God that there's no social media cameras and that growing up.
Yeah, I think we should, hot take, unpopular opinion, but I think we should go the way of, is it Australia?
Yeah. Banning stuff for the kids under 16 or something.
Yeah, social media of kids under 16.
Oh, I mean,
they're just not ready for it.
There's a reason why there's so much anxiety and depression and all this stuff in these kids, and it's all tied to that phone.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, those social media.
Yeah.
We were just talking about always being available and how it's a bad thing and stuff.
Yeah.
Put yourself in a kid's shoes where if you're being bullied or something.
Exactly. At least
right? There's no shut off from that being bullied.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's horrible, and that's I have no qualms with them having kids not taking it. They need a cell phone, give them a flip phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And it should be stricter. It should be stricter verification for social media.
I think 100%. Just in general, I mean, that's a whole other topic, but I think all these platforms would do a way better job of policing the content and the counts and account creations and all that stuff.
But it's anything, right? When it started, nobody really thought it was going to lead to bad things.
No, and that's exactly what happened. It just got a whole bunch of people super, super rich who are now the ones trying to say, hey, no, don't stop this. Don't control this.
Exactly. It's good.
But that's for another podcast.
That's a whole other can of worms.
We could go into that. I mean, you want to get me on a soapbox? Talk to me about kids and the internet and social media, and I'll be on the soapbox all damn day.
No, exactly.
Number 5, talking on the phone for hours. No multitasking, no scrolling, just pacing the room with a cord stretched across the house. I mean, I'm good. I have a friend where I still do long phone calls with, and sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what? It's kind of this is weird. It's kind of listening to a podcast, right? When she calls, I'll get up and do something while I'm talking to her, and then before I know it, I'm like, oh damn, I've cleaned the kitchen.
Oh, weird,
right? I just can't sit, so you're doing something.
You're free to do that, whereas you're texting, you can't really put it down, right?
Well,
you're stuck
there is something personal about voice-to-voice conversation.
Oh, no, totally, yeah. Because, I mean, you can't, that's always the thing with text, you can't read inflection into a text message. It's hard to gauge whatever, And
it's funny because my brother-in-law, we always make a joke to him because he, you'll send him a text and the phone rings right away. I'm like, no, why is he calling? So we always joke he's a talker, not a texter, right? So every time if he calls, he'll be like, I'm a talker, not a texter. But then I realized
hang up.
I realized I'm like, wait a minute. Sometimes it's actually easier just to call. So
well, no, but that's the thing. Sometimes it's way easier to have a phone call than 10 text messages or 5 emails.
Especially if you're trying to explain something.
Yeah. Me and my sister never talked on the phone. And then so she would very rarely call me, and it was always because something had happened, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so now, the one time she called me, and I was like, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And I literally picked it up. She's like, "Nothing bad," and I'm like, "Okay, good." So now it's even I'll just pick up the phone and call her because it's just easier, if you're venting about your parents. Or
not even trying
drama.
to explain some things or whatever. Yeah, so just a phone call is just 1,000 times easier.
So I do think that I miss the phone call aspect of things. I remember, I don't know, when I was a teenager, I talked on the phone all the time.
No, I think everyone did, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you,
was
Eric?
just...
No.
No.
No, I would call my friends and see if they wanted to go hang out.
Yeah.
It was a quick hey, you want to go hang out? Yes, no, click, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys are so weird.
Yeah, no, there's not Yeah, I had a phone in my room.
I
When I
went-
had a phone in my room, I probably used it more.
I went through a stage where like I would leave school, and the second I walked in the door, like my friend or I would call her
Yeah.
and talk about the day.
Really?
My dad would get so mad. He'd be like, "You've been on the phone for 3 hours." I'm like, "Yeah, well, whatever."
Go develop your yellow
Yeah,
pictures, old
exactly.
man.
Go read Encyclopedia Britannica. Encyclopedia Brown.
Like, you guys are just
I used to love
jealous.
this be a Brown. Anyways,
All right, number 6, Saturday morning cartoons. You waited all week, and that wait made it special.
when I was a wee fella, even when I was probably too old, I loved Saturday morning cartoons.
Saturday morning cartoons, but then it rolled into like Saturday morning, like Saved by the Bell
Yeah,
and all that
exactly.
stuff. That was the best.
Like I probably
Yeah.
watched like Saturday morning like cartoons and like other stuff after until I was like 13 probably. Like
I was never a big
Yeah.
cartoon person, but
I was a kid. I loved cartoons as a kid.
Yeah,
in the
me
morning.
too.
Yeah.
Saturdays were like, like I think we can all like have our memories of Saturday mornings, like, what happened in the house. But like, I remember you saying you used to watch cartoons and eat cereal.
yeah, I used to get myself a big bowl of cereal, milk, and watch some cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Mine was like my parents would go grocery shopping on Saturday mornings. So like, they grocery shop, they come back, we'd have a really good lunch because we'd have all the food. Then I'd
Yeah.
watch Saved by the Bell, and like it was just like a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we would definitely watch all that stuff. But cartoons as a kid,
Yeah.
and then as we got older, got to like the Saved by the Bells
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
But I'm
California
guessing-
Dreams,
Oh yeah.
Hang Time.
Hang time.
Yeah, all those.
Hang time.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I'm sure like Saturday morning cartoons have just been replaced by like different kinds of streaming and YouTube, and kids
Oh,
find things to
yeah.
watch on Saturday mornings. I'm sure.
But there's
No,
no,
it-
It's just not like that.
There's no
that
ritual.
block on TV. of
No,
Saturday
you can
morning
just watch it
cartoons.
whenever you want. You want
Yeah.
to watch. Well, I keep seeing commercials the other day for was it UGO or something like that? It's some like anime type
Well, I
cartoon.
think the
but it's
biggest
like,
thing.
yeah.
you just
I-
watch it whenever you want.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that there's no ritual, right? Like
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
a ritual. Like Friday nights were the best
Yeah.
because you knew Saturday mornings you could sleep in and you got
Yeah.
up, watch your
Yeah.
cartoon.
Because on most days, like TV was for adults, but Saturday mornings that was for kids.
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
well,
yeah.
because let's be real, the parents were like, "Thank Christ, we can sleep in." They'll just occupy themselves
Yeah,
watching
exactly,
cartoons.
yeah.
They were the babysitter back in the
And then
day.
you wake up, your parents would get up and you tell them what you want to buy from what you saw in the commercials during the cartoons.
Like, do you remember, Eric?
true.
I feel like you had the biggest ritual, just based, not the biggest, but like memory. You
It was
remember
not
it.
the ritual, really.
No, listen, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, do you remember, like, the youngest that you were when you
I don't know,
started
he's laughing
doing,
about
I don't
this,
know,
but
he's being
Look at you, little
annoying.
Eric. I put the milk in the bowl, then I put in the cereal.
Take the milk with my left hand, put it in the bowl with the right hand.
I am trying to ask a serious question.
I was a little Howard Hughes.
Okay, listen, let me ask the question.
What's up?
I'm just curious, but like, do you remember at what age you started doing that without like before your parents would get up, you just do that?
Zygote.
I'm trying to ask a serious question.
I don't remember. Without my parents' help,
Like, well, your parents just stayed in bed. You got up, you turned on the TV.
probably like 6.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel
Yeah,
like
no, I remember
nowadays
being like-
kids would be like older before like the parents would just let them. I mean, I
I
don't know.
sure feel just from my experience with friends and stuff, it seems like not all, but some. Yeah, some are very much like kids are independent. Other ones like no, the kids can't do anything on their own.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell yeah, you get
Like-
up and
Oh, I think my
do
parents like, yeah, go ahead, like just leave us alone.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to touch the oven or anything, but like,
No.
by all means,
There's-
Eric's making breakfast, everybody.
I got some sausage.
All right, we have 3 more. Can we get through 3 more?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you guys are on one today. I'm never making dinner again.
What was in that chicken? I think it
I
was
don't
bad.
know.
I'll feel right.
Number 7, face-to-face conflict resolution. Arguments happened in real time, not passively aggressively through text. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah,
I think it's more just face-to-face. You could see the person's expression. Like you said, text, there's no context.
Yeah, but
I feel like a lot of conflicts start on text that don't even mean to be conflicts because people don't know what.
with that, I was
people
going to say, I
mean.
think a lot, it's just misinterpreted. You know, again,
Yeah.
it's like reading emails. It's so hard. Oh my God, they're so pissed off. Or they're,
Yeah.
and then, they're not
Whereas
at all.
like
or
face to face, I could see if you were
you
pissed or
could tell
joking.
if something, yeah.
So I mean, I never.
Just face to face time is still very important, and
Yeah.
you know, a phone or a text is not a replacement to that.
I don't remember having a lot of conflicts per se.
No, exactly.
No.
Like conflicts are different face to face versus like keyboard commando situations.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing, because what most people would type or text, they would never say someone's face.
Absolutely.
And sometimes, you know, because you meet some people, it's like you've never been punched in the face before, and you probably need it.
yeah, exactly.
Have you ever been punched in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever been punched in the face?
Yeah,
Well, shut up. You have,
I have.
not.
I have.
I want to hear your examples of when you guys got punched in the face.
Oh God, I don't know. I like fights as kids and
Yeah,
just dumb
exactly.
shit.
But like a real punch?
Yeah, well, like you're a kid. I'm
The
not sure they weren't like
kids.
real.
Oh.
I mean, like
No, I mean,
it
like-
wasn't like a.
Yeah, like
it wasn't
I got-
like Mike Tyson in,
No.
like in The Hangover.
or getting a couple scraps in the mean streets.
We just get like even just like rough housing and like I mean
Yeah.
you just get hit in the face or
I never did.
get kicked in the balls at some point or like
true.
I never did.
Everyone knew the kill switch for boys when you're younger.
yeah, no, but I mean, yeah, you guys are kids just rough house and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into any physical fights.
Well, yeah.
My hair's driving me
I don't
crazy.
think.
Sorry.
Girls are more
Well,
malicious. They'll psychologically attack you.
Exactly.
Well, the problem
Cerebral
is
assassins.
girls' fights will last for like ever.
Well, that's exactly.
But that's one thing I am jealous. Guys can just be like, F you, F you. Okay, let's go have a beer.
It's true.
Right?
Especially when you're like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
I just mean in general.
No,
Hey,
I
let's
know,
make
I
the
know.
breakfast. Let's go over there.
Like sometimes guys just need to shove it out. I don't condone any kind of. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, we're moving on because I want to get this done.
I
'Cause
gotta
you guys,
shove it out.
you guys are annoying me now. Everybody's gonna be like, "No, you're the annoying one," and that may be true, but you guys aren't sitting here with them.
What number are we on?
Number, I don't know.
This
I
one's
lost-
got no number.
Yeah, I know. Mall culture. Malls weren't just places to shop. They were social headquarters, food courts, record stores, arcades, and loitering with purpose.
Yes, I missed that.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, we've done podcasts where we've gotten into great detail about this, but yeah,
Yeah.
I can, when I think of mall culture, I can think of the sounds,
Yeah.
the smells.
Oh, I know.
It's really depressing going to a mall and seeing all the empty stores now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
like there's just nothing going on there. Like even just walking,
No.
it just feels.
It's not a vibe.
It's just going to this mall that I remember as a kid to now. It's
The
just
malls-
depressing.
Yeah,
We're
it's not vibrant.
busy on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh yeah, it was always again the same thing. You go because the mall here, like I remember the mall I went to had it had a movie theater
And
in
an
it, so
arcade.
Yeah.
you know,
At
so
one
you
time.
sometimes go there to see movies on a Friday night, and then
Yeah.
you'd be in the mall, you run into people and this and that.
You
and
hang
it's
out at the
Exactly.
food court.
Get,
And like,
get a slice of Miss Vanelli's pizza.
Yeah.
and the whole, like, again, it was just so much busier. But like, I can, like, when I think back to that time at the mall, I can
Yeah.
smell it, I can hear it, I can see it. Like,
Well,
it's
just
a
different
vibe.
too. Even the store, I don't know. It just seemed everything was different. It wasn't
Yeah.
maybe even some of the stores was more like independent stores and stuff like that too. Not everything
Yeah.
was just like big corporate stuff.
And
Yeah.
you could smell when the movie theater was getting close because of the popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the food court
Yeah.
smell.
The food court and all that stuff. Yeah, no, it's just a totally different malls and
Yeah.
stuff now. I mean, because most of them are like, unless you go to like really big ones, but they're usually fairly quiet. I know we're talking from our own experience where
Yeah.
we live, but like,
But I mean, like, it's just different too because, like, we used to go, the mall wasn't just to go shopping, it was an event. You didn't
No,
know who you're
yeah.
going to see, who you're going to meet, blah, blah, blah. And so, like, it was a whole day thing. Now people just go to the mall in and out.
now people just go in there, get me, I'm going
Yeah.
in to buy whatever and just get out. Yeah.
I do miss the mall culture.
Yeah, no,
Same.
and now because of online shopping and stuff like that, these more and more stores are closing and stuff like that. So these malls are becoming quite.
I do like online shopping, but I do miss the mall.
There is a lot of convenience to it, and there's pluses and minuses. But yeah, it's definitely not helping those stores stay open.
Mm.
All right, we are at the last one on the list of the nostalgic things we miss. Ready for number whatever it is.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da. Can anybody do a drum roll? I can't do that. I'm so jealous. Music discovery through friends, mixtape, burn CDs, and you have to hear this moments.
Yes, I remember so much of that. Like
Yeah.
Did you get this new
Yeah.
CD? Did you hear number two?
that, I don't know
or-
how many times I had a buddy of mine. Like when I was like 12, 13, I don't know how many times we'd borrow tapes from each other. And like, I remember going home and because he had the two tape decks, so it'd be like recording,
Record it.
just recording
Yeah.
the tapes from him and he'd take mine and
I-
like mixtapes and all this stuff. I had tons of those.
Can I
Yeah.
ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
To both of you?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, I just forgot the question.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, my question is there a song or a group that you were introduced to by like a friend or somebody telling you about it and you ended up really liking them? That you maybe didn't know about before?
I don't know. I had to think. I'm sure there was some, but
I just didn't know if there was one off the top of your head, like, oh yeah,
No.
this person introduced me to Red Hot Chili Peppers and I didn't really know about them till this. I have one. I had a friend who I'd never heard of them, Maroon 5, downloaded it onto my computer and I was
yeah.
like, damn, I like them. And then I went to 5 other concerts. So that,
yeah, that's
you go.
good. Yeah. I can't think of anything specific. No, to be honest.
Okay, well,
Yeah, no, I can't think of anything.
No, I remember like I was in grade 5, girls talking about New Kids on the Block. I'm like, I don't know what they're
yeah,
talking
but
about.
you didn't like them.
No, I didn't.
Oh my God. You
That-
know-
that's what I learned about. It was like, what are these girls going crazy about? Then I saw later on, I'm like, oh, that's what they're talking about.
You guys have, I thought for sure.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I'm just trying to think of like I remember like borrowing tapes from friends and stuff, but no, I can't think of anything that really like was like, oh man, like.
So you don't.
I had a friend actually in grade, I want to say it was like 7, who brought a New Kids. He's like, not New Kids on the Block, Bare Naked Ladies, and he loved them. Like this is the best band ever. This is great. I remember listening to him like, fine.
But did you like them?
I didn't get it. He made them like they're hilarious and fun. And
I
I'm
think
like,
that you missed the point of my question. It was supposed to be the opposite.
yeah, I guess I got the opposite. Like, yeah, I did not like the Bare Naked Ladies that much.
Okay. I was thinking of an example like I gave about my Maroon 5.
Yeah, no,
you didn't
I
really
totally
know
get,
about them, then somebody gave you the CD or downloaded the music and you were like, oh, wait. And then you ended up like really liking them.
Oh,
that kind of aligns with.
I don't have that same
It
story.
aligns with the topic of music discovery through friends. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but I do miss it. I miss like getting burning CDs and stuff like that, and having people burn CDs, give you CDs and stuff like that.
I can only be a good report or a good interviewer if the people I'm interviewing have good responses.
Or if they're interesting.
Yeah.
But that whole theme though, like that's how you discovered a lot of things when you were kids, not just like music and stuff, like things to your friends, right?
Obviously,
like cool, like clothes, TV shows, all that stuff, right?
No,
like,
yeah, no.
you learned that from your friends before you're like, that's like all online. Like
no, it's all just like
what's viral?
influencers and stuff trying to tell you what's cool and stuff with that. Yeah.
Okay, well.
No, it's too. I miss all that. So yeah, I miss burnt mixed CDs and stuff like that. That was fun.
All right, another question for you guys. One day you guys will have good answers.
Maybe you need better questions.
No, my questions are great. Is there anything physical or nostalgic that's not on the list that you can think of that you really miss? That you're surprised wasn't on the list or whatever? Crickets?
Yeah, no.
Crickets?
These are good questions, but you got to think about them. Unfortunately, it's.
I'm not on the fly kind of guy.
I'm just trying to think of stuff because we kind of covered a whole lot of stuff, so that's why it's hard sometimes just to like pull it out of thin air.
Okay.
I don't know. No, I think we kind of covered everything. Like, I'm just trying to think of like physical media stuff. No, like I miss. You know what is a big thing as a kid that you don't really see anymore? Is like posters. Mm-hmm. Posters are always a huge thing.
I used to love posters. Like
I remember looking at like go like the CD store and they had like like walls and just flip through them all. Like that just kind of all. Do kids even put up posters anymore? I don't know.
And some physical things like I still have. Like I still get physical books instead of doing like the e-reader.
Mm-hmm. So I do physical books.
So
too.
I never really transitioned over to that.
No, I've tried a few times, but I still stick to the book. Yeah.
A nostalgia thing for me, and you guys are all going to be like, "Yeah, you're so right," and I'll be like, "Yeah, you guys just can't think of anything."
So what is it?
Is buying concert tickets back in the day. Either waiting in line at the music store or calling on the phone and being put on hold and having to call
you're
back.
so right.
Yeah.
No,
but it was a vibe. It was a thing. It was annoying
totally different.
as shit.
At least you kind of knew if you're going to get anything or not. Now you're just fighting bots.
Well, you're never getting
That's exactly like a bot can't stand in a physical line.
No, but it was like a whole thing when you used to have to go to the music store to line up to get a wristband to get them first. And like your friends would be there. You'd see people there. You'd be in line 2 hours before. You'd make friends with people. Like it was a vibe.
Oh,
it was a thing.
I remember that. Yeah, either you line up early or you remember a few times you go get wristbands and they would draw a number and you figure out where you were in line and it's like
but like usually like if you were in line like you were getting tickets it wasn't or they sold it took like 2 hours to sell out. It wasn't
it wasn't
5
and
minutes.
now it's in like 30 seconds it was already sold out. I know, and they go on
resellers and stuff.
Well, not even that, but there's like they have like a pre-sale for like fans if you're members of their fan club.
Credit
and it's
card.
Like if you're a Visa or American Express or whatever, then you get all your. And
pre-sales,
after all these pre-sales, now it's open to the public, and we have like. One row left in the 500s. Congratulations, 8 people got them. They paid $10,000.
It was a vibe though, getting concert tickets back.
It was a whole thing. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah.
It kind of goes with the whole like more slow and steadier pace, not instant gratification. It was you would literally waste a whole Saturday. Now, if you waste 20 minutes online trying to get it, it's like, oh my God, I'm wasting so much time, right?
Yeah, well, at least you had a printed ticket you could actually like frame or something too.
Them.
Like, you could keep them as some sort of souvenir. Now, piece of like paper.
Yeah. I know it's crazy, but anything else that spark any memories? Okay.
Oh, I'm fresh out.
No.
Okay.
What about another one? I don't know. We should wrap this up, but music videos. watching like the
Yeah,
countdown
music
videos and all
videos
this.
were-
That was just an art form that just kind of like just disappeared completely.
Yeah. music videos.
I really miss the whole vibe of like MTV and Much Music in Canada back in the day.
Yeah,
Like they were like they felt like very alive and like
Oh no, it was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you'd watch and like whether it was without even talking about like the Bare Naked Ladies, right? That's how they started. We had Speaker's Corner up here,
Yeah.
right, where you could pay $1 at Much Music and you could record yourself saying anything and doing anything.
yeah, exactly.
And they
like,
went in there and paid $1 and sang a song, and all of a sudden they became
and
huge.
The Much Music Studios used to be a big thing in downtown Toronto there on Queen Street. Like they would open up their garage doors and like they'd have like bands there like interacting with people on the streets and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh yeah. No, it's like a whole vibe.
Well, they
It was
used to have
huge.
their own music awards. Much
Yeah.
Music
Yeah. No,
Week.
exactly. So just that whole vibe is just gone. It's sad.
Can I make a confession?
Yep.
That actually was originally on the list, but I subbed it out for something else.
What'd you sub it for?
Encyclopedias.
I think so. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I was like, oh, we were talking a lot about music already.
Yeah,
so
no,
I
but
subbed
that's
it.
something.
No, it's true.
But even like I remember it was like a big deal. But like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, so and so's got a new video coming out
Yeah.
tomorrow night or
That was
whatever. Like
massive.
you would actually watch it. And,
Yeah.
Like,
And then the era where music videos were like mini movies.
oh yeah, no, I remember. Like, I remember as a kid, like I was a huge GNR fan watching like when November Rain came out and Don't Cry and Estranged and stuff. But
Yeah.
even remember like Michael Jackson premiered. Was it Black or White? Was after The Simpsons once or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, you know, like it was. Yeah, music videos were like a huge thing, and now
No, they don't.
I'm sure they
They're-
still put them on YouTube.
Well,
but
like Taylor
they
Swift still
produce
makes them.
Yeah, they're like you see on like Vivo on
they just go
YouTube.
like Vivo and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's all just different.
All right, guys. Well, comment below and let us know something nostalgic, physical or nostalgic that you miss and would love to bring back. We would love to hear from you.
Yes, absolutely. Let us know in the comments below.
But that is it for today's podcast. We thank you so very much for joining us, and we will see you in the next one. Bye,
Take care,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.